Real talk, when motherfuckers talk about shutting off the reptilian brain, why the
Fuck.
would you want to do that?
The reptilian brain is associated with money and power. What the hell?
Motherfucker.
Do you not want to have unlimited wealth and power and social status like they say the reptilian brain is affiliated with? In your 3D realm, that is a big success. You have money, you have power, you have success. Why the fuck would you want to shut that off? That's what they talk about it, right from the metaphysical, metaphorical standpoint. But in reality, the reptilian brain is purportedly where trauma is stored. Now, take the amygdala, for example. I used to say this all the time. I wanted to get my amygdala removed, right? Because you remove the amygdala, you're not going to have fear about anything.
I was wrong.
This is why I'm telling you, you want to leave Mr. Reptilian Brain the fuck alone. You want to have him work for you. If you did not have a properly functioning amygdala, you crossing the street, if a car is coming or not, you walking on the highway, you tap dancing on the shoulder of the fucking freeway. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing when you don't have a properly functioning amygdala. Now, because the amygdala is a supercomputer, which is like a memory bank of stored fear, part of the reptilian brain, which they call the ancient reptilian brain, the oldest part of the brain. Why is it called reptilian, number one? What I tell you this is that you want to leave this motherfucker alone. You want to preserve and protect yourself and perhaps your bloodline or those closest to you, right? Whatever is working for you. That's what the reptilian brain does. The reptilian brain knows instinctively. It's pure instinct. It's not the emotional brain, which they call the mammal brain. It's not the conscious thinking brain, which they call the human brain. No. What keeps you fucking safe in your physical vessel is pure instinct. The reptilian fucking brain. Because when you have properly tamed the reptilian brain, so now this motherfucker's working for you, you control your fears. And what you want to do, I don't know how many of you are going to actually fucking do this, but I promise you, you want to get your amygdala to work for you. Do something every single day that's out of your personal comfort zone and scares the shit out of you. It could be something physical. Sending a text message for some of you might be something that scares the shit out of you. Asking your boss for a raise might be something that scares the shit out of you, right? It's all different. But if it's causing a sense of fear, that's the amygdala keeping tabs, right? But you want Mr. Amygdala to work for you so you have the money and the power and the fucking status in the 3D realm, right? Because when you show the amygdala that things are benefiting you, the more you assert your power, assert your dominance in the 3D realm, and asserting your dominance could be even staring a motherfucker down. You know what I'm saying? You don't even need to do nothing. You just look at them like, do something every day that scares the shit out of you. Promise you will find something or something that takes you out of your comfort zone. And when that happens, your amygdala, it's like a muscle, like you're working Mr. Amygdala out, and now he a big brawlic ass motherfucker, and you just look at this motherfucker, and you're like, oh, I ain't gonna fuck with that.
Why?
Because you tamed him, you controlled him. You allow your instincts to kick in whenever the fuck they do. Your instincts bypass thought and they bypass emotion, which are the human brain, as I said, and the mammal brain, as I said. When you just ride your instincts, Mr. Amygdala, he gonna just take over because you want him to take over. You don't want to think about something, right? This is the whole purpose of this exercise. You want to get Mr. Amygdala toned and fit and diesel as motherfucker. This way, let's say something does present itself to you in your 3D realm. You assert your dominance because you have power, and that is your success, because ain't no one or ain't no thing gonna fuck with you. Ain't no circumstance gonna fuck with you, because you're not gonna be afraid anymore. And when you're not afraid, now the amygdala is released of all the hostages, metaphorically, that it kept captive. It's only a storage unit. What processes, okay, and here's a big one, what processes these things that are stored in the amygdala are the fucking mammalian brain with the emotions and the humanoid brain with the fucking thoughts. Because without those, the amygdala is just going on pure instinct. Like I said, you ain't gonna be tap dancing in the middle of the fucking freeway because the cars are coming and the amygdala is just gonna kick in naturally to protect and preserve you. Instinctually, you're not gonna have to do shit. This is why when you put your hand on a fucking hot stove, you like back the fuck up. That's Mr. Amygdala. So you get Mr. Amygdala, part of the reptilian brain, focused on what you want, which is just to ride on pure instinct. You bypass what is stored in there, right? Because you don't want anything stored in Mr. Amygdala. You just want him working on instinct. Every moment is brand new. But the real culprit here, because
remember, everything in the 3D Earth Matrix is fucking upside down and backwards.
That's how they talk shit about the reptilian brain. What's processing this, right? If you just see a void, what's even telling you that it's a void, that there's nothing there? It's your thinking brain, right? The void isn't telling you shit. So that's how you want to think of Mr. Amygdala. You want to think of him as protecting and preserving you so that you can have the most powerful and fucking successful 3D humanoid experience. But he's not the one that's initially tricking you into being afraid of anything. He's just storing information neutrally. It's the mammalian brain, the emotions that are bringing up these memories and these feelings, and it's the humanoid conscious brain which is associating negative things to an emotion or positive things to an emotion. The reptilian brain ain't doing that. The reptilian brain is pure motherfucking instinct, and when you are functioning on that and you are not afraid, you're gonna come off as a fucking alligator or crocodile or fucking snake, right? Because you can't tell jiggity jack what they're thinking or feeling. They're just moseying on around. You don't know. You don't know if they're fucking afraid of you or if you're afraid of them. Most likely, if you see a crocodile, you might be afraid of a motherfucker, right? And you might jump back. Crocodile ain't jumping back. He's not fucking startled, because at the core, since that is a physical reptile, that's what they're pure instinct. They're like, there's a humanoid here. I know I can take him. It don't matter. I got the power. Right? That's how a crocodile is thinking. I mean, I just thought for a fucking crocodile. It's okay though, it's fine, but you get what I'm saying. Metaphorically. So that is why when I see motherfuckers talking shit saying, you need to get out of the reptilian brain, I laugh to myself because I'm like, motherfuckers have it twisted upside down and backwards for all the reasons I just explained, which I don't remember, but that's why I filmed the fucking video. So,
just your Sunday fun day reminder. Ta-ta!